So, YouTube, what's going on, you guys? Lots of love, everybody here, and as well as Facebook. Here we are with the latest of earthquake activity. So again, thank you all for the support, and let's get into this and see what is going on for the 16th day of January 2017. Now, one thing that certainly caught my eye was this bizarre pattern. You got a 5-7, 4-7, 5-3, a 4-3, a 4-8, 4-7, and then a 5-8, 5-9, and then of course a 4-8, and of course there's 4-7s. Now what's crazy is the pattern, and I've been having that hunch that things would actually start from where that 5-7 is on the far left and come around, but actually not loop towards New Zealand, even though New Zealand is getting activity, but come all the way across to the other side of the world, right where this 4.0 has struck. I really got a gut feeling eventually we just may start seeing, you guys, earthquake activity goes for a straight beeline, bam, into that 4.0, where that is within that area, and then from here, right in this center area, come straight up the center into the west coast. You guys ever thought about that? I bet you guys haven't. I've been watching this for the last couple of days, and this is not the only source. Again, as you guys all know, I've been using different sources to really bring as much as we can. And here's another odd thing. Take a look at the west coast. Now I just showed you that pattern, how it made a straight beeline, and take a look here. You got the far east coast with a 2.6 magnitude. Now the east coast is getting hit, and then you got a 2.6, a 2.8 in Oklahoma, and then bam, it's a straight beeline, you guys. Now imagine if Arizona was to get it, it would be a complete perfect straight line all the way across. The pattern is really weird. I really pay attention to these patterns, and it's a miracle that there has not been a 6.0 on the west coast. And I've talked about that many times, and I said that before, and now I didn't say I was going to guarantee happen, but I did say possibly we just may see a 6.0. But earthquake season is really odd, and there's so much going on. I even had a couple weird dreams about it, just insane. But take a look at Puerto Rico. Literally just a tad over 24 hours, and Puerto Rico is getting hammered with earthquake seismic activity. You got a 4.2, 3.4, 2.9, 3.4s. These are all within threes, you guys. They're picking up in magnitudes. That's what's really concerning as well. And then also, take a look here. We got a 4.8 magnitude earthquake coming around Mother Earth. This is the weirdest thing. This just looks like the pattern, just like in the United States. Take a look. Insane. And it's like vice versa, because you got from the east coast coming into the west, and then it goes down the west, versus this pattern, how it's coming all the way from this whole west area going down east and then going south, which is going through New Zealand. These patterns are so identical, you guys. That's weird. And then also take a look up over here. 4.7. Even Russia's been getting hit. You got a 5.0 magnitude, followed by what through Alaska. Look at Alaska's earthquake. Let's zoom in a little bit. You have a 4.9, 3.0, 2 5s, 2 7s, 2 6s, tons of 2 5s, and then recently a 3.2 had struck. And also take a look at this, a 4.0 with a 4.4 magnitude earthquake, and then ending with a 2.8. Tons and tons of stuff going on, you guys. It is freaking insane. That is it for that update on here. Now, take a look at the 7 days forecast and take a look at this, man. So this is really insane as well. So here we are looking at the decks of it. I mean, this is really bonkers. There is so much activity that is going on. I mean, look at this area. All on that whole west section. You see it getting covered in earthquake activity. And bam, take a look at this bad boy right here. I told you guys, if it's not the west coast, it seriously erupt and fall apart first, it's going to be this area. This whole area is going to fall right up open somewhere within Papua New Guinea and Solomon Island region. And where it loops going towards New Zealand. Look at New Zealand. It is getting hammered, you guys. People think the west coast is bad. This is bad. I mean, take a look here. That's the west coast. You cannot compare this activity to what's going on right here. Yeah, the west coast is concerning, don't get me wrong, but I think people need to really focus on in here of what's going on, just because, for one, it's getting worse all within through this whole region. Australia is getting earthquakes also, not to mention. But you guys, look at this. We'll go to nothing. Okay? You got that 3.2 which just recently struck, which I did read off. Here's that 5.9. But bam, look at the patterns as it continued to pop up. Just focus on this part near Australia. And look at this. Over and over and over. One on top of another. Now, if that don't blow your mind, there is so much activity going on, you guys. It's ridiculous. And also, you know who else is catching up? South America. South America is also even taking the double whammy over here. Take a look over here, you guys. Look at that. Look all up on this whole left side. It is getting nailed. So it definitely shows you where we're about looking at. And then, of course, don't forget about within near Italy, Greece, and all that area. They're getting hit with quite a bit of activity. But look at the patterns. They're finally moving on through. 5.5, 5.2s. And then, bam, it starts to come around. It's almost like I said, it's going to fulfill, and it's going to come across the globe, and it's going to connect to the other side of the world. That's going to be a problem. And also Puerto Rico, look at how much of Puerto Rico is getting hit. Let me see here. It's nuts, you guys. Try to get you a little bit of this plate seat where you can see these plates just stacking. There we go, right there. So you guys can see in Puerto Rico, the plates, all this activity with this earthquakes are just stacking one on top of another, on top of another, on top of another. So you are seeing there for a fact of how much activity, like how much can it handle? But then again, how much can everything handle all up into these regions? It is not getting any better, you guys, at all. And just look at the shell. We're going to look at the angles of it. Let's go ahead and take a look through the globe. Look at this, you guys. Mother Earth is covered in all this earthquake activity. So it's just a matter of time when either within Solomon Island, Papua New Guinea, Fiji, New Zealand, which I did say New Zealand could be on the verge. One of these days, it may not exist on the map anymore. Very, very, very possible. But look at this, you guys. This is pretty freaking brutal. And I did say we were going to go into 2017 with a possibly strong seismic activity events. And yes, we are. Indeed. Unbelievable. Lots of love to you guys out on Facebook, YouTube. Thank you all for the support. Shout out to MoChat, JTRC. Guys, go check his channel out as well, Mo. And also, don't forget to come and check out my website, you guys. And I'll also leave you a link down below. Continue to grow daily. Lots of great content. And if you need a place to put a spot to advertise, you hit me up and I'll kick you down a great deal. This is IR Vibes Info Entertainment Reviews. Love, live, smile, friends. Peace out, everybody.